Miami-Dade County, under the leadership of Mayor Daniela Levine Cava, is moving swiftly to expand COVID-19 vaccine distribution to protect our community and move our economy forward. Vaccine supplies are currently extremely limited, and as the state provides more vaccines to the county, we are working hard to distribute them as fast as possible. Register for vaccine updates and get more information at miamidade.gov/vaccine. Get vaccinated, Miami-Dade County. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community.
Morning, South Florida, and welcome to this edition of UM's Frost Jazz Hour right here on WDNA's 88.9 FM, the home of Sirius Jazz. I'm your host, Marcello Corelli, and we have a great show for you this morning. The school year is coming to a close. Recital season is just about over, and we have some graduating seniors that are going to be part of this great group you're going to hear from this morning. Two of those being Philip Capuzzi on bass and cello, and I think you're going to sing too, I heard. So a lot of talent there. And Tim Watson on guitar. So those two will be graduating this semester. The other two musicians, we have Bo Cornelius on piano and Chandler Swirl on the drums. So looking forward to hearing this good set of music. I believe it's pretty much all original music of Philip's. So really looking forward to the program, and no other introduction needed. Here's the Philip Capuzzi group. I think this group is called Goon, the Goon Green Quartet. And here they go. Hey guys, Philip, man, what great music.
Thank you. Appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, of course. Let you get to the mic, and as Philip transitions from the electric bass to the cello, pretty amazing. Um, yeah, you got a microphone on you, or can you just?
Yeah, just sit over here.
Yeah, wherever
Yeah, cool.
yeah. Um, so
Yeah,
man,
pleasure being here.
thanks for being with us. Thanks for being on the show and sharing your great music, your original music. I've never heard this before, and it's a treat, man. So
Yeah,
thanks
thanks
for
so
being
much. Yeah, I appreciate everything that everyone does here at WDNA. DNA is really an amazing institution, not only in their relationship to Frost and but just their presence in the South Florida community at large. Yeah, I'll be listening to WDNA till I die. I can tell you that.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, they appreciate you and everything you've done for them too. So yeah, you not only play electric bass, but you also play cello extremely well. And did you start on cello or bass? I'm curious.
Yeah, so it's funny. So my mom played piano pretty seriously when she was younger. Ended up not pursuing it professionally, but she was always really into like music and art and stuff like that, and kind of urged us to get into that stuff when we were really young. I actually like danced ballet with my sister as well, and we started lessons pretty young. I started first on violin, and this is just a funny little thing that I always say, but I basically chose cello because I wanted to sit during my lessons. I didn't want to stand up during my
Nice.
lessons. So I was like, let me play cello so I can sit because that's the only one that you can sit during. But then, yeah, I just played since I was 4. And then when I was like 7 or 8, I heard Body and Soul on WBGO. And I was like, damn, this jazz thing is pretty chill. So, yeah, then I started getting into that. I was trying to do like just jazz cello for a little bit. And everyone was like, you should play bass. And then I finally caved and got this like 1942K from this guy on Craigslist that like was playing bluegrass stuff. And then, yeah, so I've been playing upright since I was like 13, and then I started learning electric to play in the pit for Greece. So, yeah, I guess
Awesome.
that's the story of all the instruments and stuff.
Very cool. Yeah. So for your music, who could you say you grabbed inspiration from, like for all these compositions? I know they're all very different, and you're going to hear that in a second. But yeah, who would you say your biggest influences are compositionally?
That's a tough one. I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, for whatever reason, I've never been the kind of person to like latch on to a specific voice, both in terms of influence on the instrument and also in composition. And of course, obviously, you're influenced by the things that you listen to and the things that you kind of let into your frame of consciousness, even if you're not like actively pursuing them or like getting deep into it in the way that a lot of people do. So I guess all of that just to say, I don't know if I could really necessarily point to a specific influence, just because I've kind of always had this personal aversion to like modeling my sound after other people for whatever reason. Not to disparage that, and there's kind of elements of that I am missing from never having done that. But yeah, I don't like to think about like trying to sound or write like someone. I just like to, I guess, like get out what's in my head in the moment.
That's great, man. Well, definitely a lot of unique stuff at least the first one I heard. So I'm sure the rest will be just like that, man. Yeah, let's get back to some more music, and I'll talk to you after the break. Thanks, Philip, for talking for a second. And what do you have for us next? What's the next tune?
Sounds good. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for being with us here this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this next tune is Glun's, and it's going to be the only tune that I'm playing cello on. So, yeah, should be cool.
All right. So just want to remind our viewers, next week on the show, we'll have the Brian Dubrow Trio right here at the same time on WDNA. And May 13th, 2 weeks from now, we'll have Russ Spiegel, seasoned veteran guitar player, will join us on the show. So looking forward to those 2 weeks. Let's get back to the music. You're listening to the Goon Green Quartet right here on WDNA's Frost Jazz Hour, right on 88.9 FM, the home of Serious Jazz. Just to remind our viewers, that's Philip Capuzzi on cello, bass violin, and vocals and composition. Chandler Swirl on the drums, Tim Watson on guitar, and Bo Cornelius on piano. Awesome. So I think we have only 1 minute left in the program. I don't know if we have time to get one more in before the break, but Philip, these are some cool tunes, man. Really unique stuff, man. I'm really enjoying listening to it, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah, so much. Yeah.
Yeah, man. What inspired you to put this group together in the first place?
Yeah. I'm glad you asked the question. Yeah. So this is the rhythm section of my senior recital that I had
Cool.
on the 10th. I also had Michaela Forgione, Alexandria DeWalt, and Emma Hedrick sing vocals on the stuff that I'm singing now.
Nice.
Which was a lot easier that way, I'll tell you that. But yeah, no, I wanted to ask people, I mean, I'm sure everyone kind of feels the same way, but I wanted to ask people that, I knew could play it, but that I connected with not only as like musicians, but also as like people, like humans. Because I just really feel like I need to be able to trust the people that I'm playing with to be able to kind of like get past the music to like a different place. So yeah, these guys are just like all really cool, and I'm super grateful to be able to share this music, and I'm also like super blown away by like how everything came together, because all this just kind of like existed on my computer. Well, like 90% of it, some of it I've played before, but yeah, 95% of it is just like a scratch track on my computer of me like singing like a maniac at 5 a.m. and then actually seeing it like put into actual instruments and actual musicians has been really quite a beautiful process. Yeah, hope to see this group continue on in the future, to be honest.
Oh, should definitely. I see a lot of. I mean, not potential. Y'all are killing it. Just like keep doing what you're doing. So looking forward to hearing the second half of the program. We'll be right back here on WDNA's 88.9 FM, the home of serious jazz. Welcome back to this edition of UM's Frost Jazz Hour right here on WDNA's 88.9 FM, home of serious jazz. You're listening to the Goon Green Quartet featuring Philip Capuzzi, Chandler Swirl, Tim Watson, and Bo Cornelius. Before we get back to some music, you mind talking to us one more time, Philip? Actually, you know what? These guys are just going to play their first tune, and then I'll talk to Philip afterwards. So yeah, without further ado, the Goon Green Quartet. been hearing from the Goon Green Quartet. Philip. Yeah, man. So that was another composition of yours?
Yeah, that's the oldest one on the set. I actually decided to leave that one off my senior recital just because I felt like it was such a long time ago. But then, new forum, and I felt like I wanted to bring in some new stuff. So yeah, it was actually funny. I couldn't find it in my computer because I used it on my old computer. So I had to dig up like the original printed chart from these weird records that I keep of old charts, and then I had to scan it and like write everything in by hand. But yeah, I played it originally when I first joined the jazz program with Aaron Basundiel and Alex DeWalt. We were in this like trio together, and we played like this "You Are My Sunshine" cover and then this tune.
Nice.
Alex played beautifully on flute at the time.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see it, manifest with drums and this different instrumentation and everything.
Yeah, it's great. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, to on a bit of a tangent, I know you've been doing a lot of broadcasting, especially here at WDNA, but you're also the president of WVUM and the host of, I think, the hour at 12 o'clock, right? Or 12 p.m. usually here. Yeah, so what made you start getting into broadcasting and continue, and you're going to probably continue to do that afterwards, right?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. It's interesting, yeah, I would say I was honestly more passionate about TV and radio stuff in high school than I was music. I kept playing and stuff, and I was pretty serious about it, but yeah, I was just really pitted in like TV and radio stuff in high school. My hometown, Morristown, New Jersey, where I'm from, it's like the only high school in the state that has a working FM station. And it's crazy too, the frequency is the same as WVUM 90.5. It's just WJSV up there. So it's like kind of like a written in the stars kind of a moment. Yeah. But yeah, I was super involved in that. I was on like the e-board since I was a freshman. I did actually more so like sports broadcasting in high school, and I was into, like TV production and stuff. And then when I came here, I joined the like sports team first, did sports broadcasting since my freshman year.
Nice.
Started training to be a DJ, and then I kind of like dropped the ball and didn't finish in freshman year. And then I picked it back up in sophomore year. There's this member in the past, Joanna Hara, who tragically passed away a year and a half ago, that was really inspirational in me, like foraying into radio to the extent that I have. And then, yeah, I have a jazz show over at WVUM that's Sundays at 6, actually airing an interview with Joe Lovano this Sunday, which should be pretty cool. Yeah,
awesome,
looking forward
man.
to it. Yeah. Yeah, it should be cool. And then Shy Meister the week after that.
Wow, man, good for you.
Yeah,
That's going to be
thanks.
great.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
When can we watch those two? You said
so that's Sundays 6 to 8 on 90.5. And then I'm also planning to transfer them to an internet radio and then probably release them as podcasts on my own site once I, graduate from UM and everything.
That'll be great for your portfolio and resume and all that. That's great, man. Good for you,
absolutely.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I dabbled in the sports broadcasting too, and doing some of the radio.
You're great, man. Yeah, I've checked out some of your stuff. It's really cool.
Thanks, man. No, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't work the camera like you. I don't like looking in people's eyes.
No, I mean that stuff's not easy, man. I definitely faked it until I made it when I first started, and then it got easier every time. But yeah, man, keep doing what you're doing with the all the interests that you have, and multifaceted. You're a very multifaceted person, man. So keep being you. And let's hear some more music, man. What do you got next for us?
Appreciate it. Yeah. Next is this tune, Sorted Refraction.
Cool. Beautiful, beautiful. You've been listening to the Goon Green Quartet, once again featuring Philip Capuzzi on composition, bass, cello, vocals, Chandler Swirl on the drums, Tim Watson on the guitar, and Bo Cornelius on piano. We have time for maybe one more or two short ones. Just want to remind our viewers real quick that next week, May 6th at this time, 11 a.m. on WDNA, the Brian Dubrow Trio will be back with us. And then May 13th, Russ Spiegel will join us as well. I just want to shout out my mom. Happy birthday. It's her birthday today. Hope you're enjoying it, and I know you're watching the show. You always do. So sorry I can't be with you, but have a great, great day. Yeah, this has been a great show. I really enjoyed hearing this group. So yeah, let's no more talking. Let's just have some music. That was crazy. Wow. We still got one more. Still got time. Still got time for one more.
Hell yeah.
I know there's that blues y'all were thinking of doing. Maybe you could finish with that one. Yeah. Man. Chandler. Woo. Chandler Swirl on the drums. Philip Capuzzi on the bass. Cello and vocals. Tim Watson on guitar. And Poe Cornelius on piano. You guys are absolutely killing it right now. Man, this is what this station needs. This energy. So what's the name of this last tune y'all are going to play?
This is Jalop Yard.
Jalop Yard, cool. Right here on WDNA's 88.9 FM, the home of serious jazz. You've been listening to the Goon Green Quartet. Hope we can have these guys back on the show.